Welcome back, everybody. Make sure you stay tuned to the end to see how I made this delicious dirty rice. I started off with 1 tablespoon of butter. I melted that in the pan. Also, I took a half of a bell pepper, a green and a red, and half of an onion. Chopped that up, and I'm going to saute that in my pan for about 10 minutes. You just want to get everything translucent and soft. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and add some garlic, and I'm going to let that cook for about a minute or two. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and add my ground beef. Now, this is a 2-pound pack of beef. I only use 1 pound of it, so about half of that. And then you're going to give that a quick little stir and let your meat brown. I have my heat on medium simply because I don't like to cook on a high heat. I have kids, so if I have to step away from anything, which is all the time, at least I know my food isn't burning. It might take a little longer, but it's worth it for me. These are the seasonings that I had, y'all. I did not realize I ran out of my seasonings that I usually use, so this is what I'm going to use today. Also, I found the Creole seasoning. It was hiding. And now that my meat is all brown, I'm going to go ahead and season it. Now, you can add however much seasoning you like or whatever seasoning you like. It depends on what you want to taste in your food. I'm going to leave a list of recommendations below for in case I did have what I would have used, but as you can see, this is what I use now. And you always want to start off with a little and add more later because you don't want to over season your food, so taste as you go. It's always easier to add than it is to take away when it comes to cooking, so be mindful of that. So now that my ground beef and everything is all seasoned, I'm going to go ahead and add some beef stock. Now you can add chicken stock or water. To me, using the stock just gives your plate, way much more flavor. So I added 3.5 cups of that. I'm going to go ahead and give that a stir before adding my rinsed rice. I added about 1.5 cups of rice and gave that a stir. And I went ahead and turned my all up to high so that way everything could get a nice little boil. I let it boil for about 1 or 2 minutes before turning it down to a simmer. I put the lid on there, and 20 minutes later, this is what I had. Some homemade, delicious, and easy dirty rice. You can go ahead and add some parsley flakes too for a little razzle dazzle just to make your dish look a little bit more fancy. So here's my recipe. I hope you all like it. I hope you all try it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in another video.